It's the last night of the cruise, and it's usually the saddest night, and there's still a lot to get done. Today, I'm sharing with you a small little checklist to keep in mind so that way you can have a smooth and stress-free disembarkation day. All right, guys, so these tips are not in any particular order, and I do have my notes with me here to go over just so I don't forget anything. But first thing is you will receive luggage tags. Now, the luggage tags, your stateroom attendant usually delivers it, say, the night before your cruise ends, on the last night of the cruise. They will either leave it in the cabin itself or they'll leave it outside your cabin as well if you have maybe a do not disturb sign on your cabin door. Now, the luggage tags are color coded as well as they have a different group number on there. And that's important because that's how you'll know. They'll announce on the overhead speaker when each group is allowed to leave the ship. Okay. Another way to know your group number and your departure time will be through the app as well, because the app will now show you when you have to leave and what group number you are, and it'll also give you little reminders too. So that's a new feature that they did. A thing to note with the luggage tags, it is useful if you plan on not carrying your suitcase off the ship by yourself. So clearly you're going to put the luggage tags on your suitcase, and you have to put your suitcases outside of your cabin on the last night. And then they're going to go ahead and take the suitcase down to wherever they take it down to. But keep in mind that with that being said, you want to make sure that you still have the essential important documents with you in your carry-on bag, because once your suitcase is gone, that is it. So you want to keep obviously your travel documents with you, any personal or expensive items that you don't want to get misplaced with you as well. And most importantly, you want to keep your CPASS card. That's something that people tend to forget, and they either throw it out or they pack it away. You have to make sure that you keep your CPASS card with you because you will need it when you are leaving the ship. Now, if you plan on doing self-disembarkation by carrying your own luggage off the ship, you do not need the luggage tags. Now, another plus to that is that you have the opportunity to be able to be, quite one of the first people to be able to disembark the ship because you're not waiting for your group number to be called or anything like that. So you can really basically get off the ship once they get cleared through customs. Another thing for your checklist is to make sure that you do a final cabin sweep. Now, this means you want to look underneath the bed, obviously check the bathroom, remove any personal items, any electronics, any plugs, outlets, everything check. You want to check for all of that, and definitely look inside the safe to make sure that you did remove everything out of your safe before you leave. Also, you want to shake the duvet covers because things usually get trapped in there as well. So you want to check that. Make sure you empty out all the drawers, and also take a look inside of the cooler in case you have one of your special cups or anything like that in the cooler and you don't want to forget it. Do a final cabin sweep. Another thing you might want to add on your checklist is to leave a nice note for your cabin attendant. And this would be just a thank you note, a note of appreciation for what they did for you throughout your cruise as well. Just a small gesture to show your appreciation. Another thing to keep in mind is to remove any decorations or anything that you did put up in your cabin. And this is including any magnetic hooks you may have, any sticky notes, any decorations outside on your cabin door as well. So make sure that you remove that. And for those of you who are staying on the balcony, maybe you put something out to dry or so, don't forget to check the balcony and get your things out of there as well. Another item for the checklist is do not forget to pick up any liquor purchases that you may have done while on your cruise. Now remember, if you do purchase the liquor, you are not able to take it back to your cabin, and that's whether if you purchased it on the cruise ship or even in port. They're going to hold it for you, and they'll deliver it to your cabin the night before, but if not, you can always go down to guest services or so, and then they'll be able to hand you over what you purchase as well. So don't forget your purchase. Return your cruise towels. Now, if you are cruising on Royal Caribbean, they will charge you $25 for the pool towels that are not returned. So make sure that you return your pool towels and have your CPASS card so they can check off that you returned it. Otherwise, you will see a charge on your account for $25. Now, to piggyback off the pool towels, do not take the robes. If your cabin comes with robes, they are not for you to take home. So you will be charged for that. So keep in mind, do not take any robes or towels home with you. Now, this is one very important thing that you want to keep in mind on your checklist to complete is to check your onboard account. Now, you should be checking your onboard account, honestly, probably daily when you're on the cruise, because you just want to make sure that you are being charged correctly, because mistakes do happen. You know, you could be at a bar and, getting a drink, and then you see, you were charged for an extra drink or something like that. So you want to review your onboard spending account. And if there are any errors, it is best that you get it taken care of while you are on the cruise ship. Because if you're trying to negotiate and figure out things when you get home, it will be a running around through person after person on customer service trying to get something resolved that you could have did on the cruise ship. So make sure that you review your onboard spending account. Confirm your travel plans. Now, you want to make sure that your flight is still arriving at the time if you're having to fly out. If you are doing a ride share and you did a reservation, make sure all of that is set and ready to go for you. You just don't want to have any issues on the morning of you trying to leave the ship and then all of a sudden you're scrambling around for a ride. Now, for those of you who are flying back home, I would really advise that you do not have a flight booked before noon. And I'm only saying that because you just never know with, maybe delay in custom and the ship getting cleared, or even if you're off the ship, you never know with traffic or how far you have to travel to and from the port. So these are all things you want to keep in mind, and you want to give yourself a nice buffer. So even though most of these cruise ships come in around 7 a.m. or so, but if you're seeing that you want to try to catch a 9 o'clock flight, you are cutting it close. So if I were you, I would give yourself a buffer and say not plan anything prior to noon. And that way you would not run into any issues. But if you have travel insurance, then that's a different story. Now it's the morning of disembarkation. So you will have an opportunity to have a very light breakfast. The Windjammer, which is Royal Caribbean's buffet, is open early in the morning. You have Cafe Promenade where you can grab a light breakfast. The Park Cafe, I believe, it has some breakfast. So there are going to be little areas where you can go and have breakfast, which will be quite early. But keep in mind that you cannot take any food items off the ship. Now, they will let you leave the ship with water or a cup of coffee, but whatever it is, you're not packing a to-go bag or so when you're leaving the ship. So make sure that you eat something light and then you get rid of it once you're done with that. Last but not least, pack your patience. Disembarkation day can be quite hectic. It's a lot of people. It gets very crowded at that day, on that day. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So try to be patient to get through it all. And if you have any tips that was not mentioned in today's video, go ahead and leave a comment down below on what are some of the things that you do the night before, so that way you can have a smooth and stress-free day getting off the ship. I hope you found this video helpful, and until the next time, guys, stay well and stay savvy.